Hey guys, so this week I want to talk about something. It's a topic that I'm going to write an essay about for a contest, and I kind of wanted to expose my ideas for you and for you to give your output, and I don't know. So basically, what I'm going to talk about is feminism and how that relates to social justice, and how feminism, it's maybe not the best way to reach a social just society. And for me this comes along with a lot of groundwork that has been laid in political philosophy the past couple of decades that have predisposed the fall down of feminism. For example, there is a concept that is positive discrimination, in which a group is discriminated in a way that it is supposed to make it reach a certain level that other groups are already in. And you can see this in universities that have low female attendancy. They usually, what they do is they establish quotas in which every year, let's say 60% of the candidates have to be women, and that makes it so that they are trying to fix a problem, which is having not as much women as they want to, by discriminating men that might have the same or even better capabilities than some of the women being accepted. My criticism to this is kind of obvious, in which all discrimination is wrong. It isn't because you're discriminating someone that socially and historically has had a different path to achieving something that it makes discrimination right. For me, when you're discriminating men just because women are historically less likely to succeed in the social and workplace, for me that constitutes the same as discriminating, as white people discrimination in some countries in, let's say, the Middle East, which is a thing that exists. And the way I see it is that positive discrimination is not the way to get to a just society, because you're basing yourself, or you're trying to base a just society in a morally wrong practice, which for me is contradictory, and it's one of the reasons why I don't think that giving people the same rights and giving people the same starting point is going to make things right in our societies. For me, that is one of the main things that is wrong about feminism, is that it wants to put men and women in the same level when they are not in the same level, neither historically, neither socially, neither biologically. It's, for me, trying to put men and women in the same place, it's like trying to give the same food to a vegetarian and to someone who eats meat. It's like, it's not because you're giving them both just rice that things are going to be better. Actually, none of them will be satisfied with just rice. And for me, what we need to do in order to achieve that just society is give people the freedom that they need to maximize their merits. And by maximizing your merits, you're automatically excluding all of the social and historical prepositions that have applied to you in the past. By having all of the freedom that you can get, you're automatically giving everyone the same opportunity, in the way that it will be your own merit that will get you to the top or to the bottom. And of course you don't need to just work on the legal sense in giving everyone rights and liberal rights and rights that will make everyone as free as they can be, but you need to work obviously on the social mentality of it, because as long as women are socially discriminated for being able to get pregnant, not even wanting to get pregnant, just for the mere fact that they can get pregnant, they are discriminated by society and by employers and by everyone that holds them to the idea that they, at some point in their life, they will be unreliable because they will be pregnant, and because they will be pregnant and they will become moms. And for me, that's the same as pointing a finger to men and saying, you don't have to do anything in your family because we're already putting down all the women so they can stay home and they can take care of their children. And for me, what needs to be done, it's not work on the issues of women, is work on the issues of men, in the sense that we need to eradicate the mentality that men are supposed to work and that men are, in the family sense, above women in terms of independency. We need to establish that men are as much of part of raising a home and raising children and creating a nice home environment as women, and that we're living in a time when women can work and their husbands are going to stay home and take care of the children. We can have the opposite. We can have women who don't even want to get pregnant, and so they don't have children and they don't have pregnancy terms and daycare and child support and all the things that come with being pregnant and being mom. And above all, we need to stop discriminating people for something they can't control. Like, even sometimes I hear this, that not all discrimination is bad, because you can discriminate someone for not being as smart as someone else, for example in college applications, but I don't actually think that's discrimination, because your own merits are not something you can be born with. If you want good grades, you have to work for good grades. Yes, your home environment is going to affect that, and your social output is going to affect that, but your effort affects that the most. And everything you accomplish in life is affected by your effort. And I think this doesn't make any sense. If you understood any of that, just say something in the comments. Seems fair.